Hey, it's Akeem, back with another episode of Midweek Motives. This week, I wanted to talk about our mindset on the Roe versus Wade decision. This kind of jumped the list of my other topics because of social media yesterday and seeing how everyone responded. And it kind of shows how us as a people are very emotional people because a lot of the logic I've seen going from both sides has been very terrible logic and pushing their point. Uh, but I first off want to start by saying to the women that you are loved, valued, and you do deserve the complete autonomy over your body and any decision, anything else that you decide to do with it. Whether it's an abortion, whether it's a tattoo, a piercing, whatever it is, that should be 100% you. Your body should not be up for debate, and shouldn't be up in our Supreme Court, let alone any court. So with that being said, I'm going to start with the first side and a meme that, like, I'm not going to even put it up, but it's a meme I saw a lot from my friends who are pro-life, and it was saying how they never seen so many women so disappointed that they can't kill their children. And one, that's a very, very unfair assessment of what abortion is. It's not the killing of children. I know that is a perspective, that is a way that it can be looked at, but I don't think there are very many women who are going into an abortion just saying they want to kill their baby. So the logic and to try to use that argument, I think, is completely flawed, and it also is negating. It erases the rest of the issues and problems that occur that require a safe abortion, and that require you to have that choice to be made without having to go through a chain of command or anything else. It's a decision that a woman should be able to make. It's her body. And that pushes me actually to the leftists, because the meme I've been seeing from so many of my left-leaning friends and, well, people I'm connected through on social media. I won't say everybody's friends. But the people I'm connected to on the far left side, a lot of them have been posting the meme about, well, why don't we end it at the cut it at the source, whatever it is, but why don't we force men to get vasectomies, and then because vasectomies are reversible. And I think right there, you are negating your own argument of wanting control of your body by flipping on someone else. I understand what it's doing is trying to make others look at it from a different perspective, but it's also essentially doing the same thing to another person. And I think that's the issue with both sides, is that they're not taking into account the opposite side. It's for most of the conservative side I've seen, it's men who, a lot of them I know, who've had their child aborted without their permission because the woman they were with wasn't ready for whatever reason, even if they feel they could take care of the kid by themselves without the other parent. And yes, I do understand that it's not fair that women get to have that option and men usually don't. But in the same token, it comes down to whose body it is and who has to carry the child and birth the child. So that side has its I see where they're coming from. And then on the opposite side, I do understand, because there have been, women's bodies have been a constant subject of discussion, debate, whether it goes from the type of body, whether it goes from showing too much skin, whether they're modest or whether they're very open and free, however you want to describe it. I do understand that on that side, how women's bodies are held under the microscope and are nitpicked and subjects of debate way more often than what us as men have to deal with. So both sides, I do understand your perspective, and I want that to be clear, even though I don't agree with either perspective. And that leads me to the last point, which I kind of touched on. Whether you're conservative, liberal, moderate, Democrat, Republican, Green Party, however you want to label yourself, whichever group you want to be with, I think we got to look at the base of things where we aren't looking for power. Because whenever we have these debates over these things that have been divisive, it's always a power control thing that kind of is the base of it. And I don't think either side really cares what the other side sees. It's not a battle for equality. It's a battle for what's I believe is right. And I think until we can learn to come to a middle ground on things and understand the weight of both sides, and that some decisions should be made or should be made based on that middle ground, and some things shouldn't be up for debate in our Supreme Court, like the human body. So with that, I want you to take some time and figure out your mindset on why you choose your side, and if you are one of those people who more so wants the power than the equality, and see what you can do to change and improve your mindset around this. Because I think all of us can, and I think all of us need to take some time to really read and understand abortion and what it's used for, and the different types, and why safe abortions also should be legal. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Sending you guys peace, love, and light. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope we figure out a way to stop fighting over things that shouldn't be up for debate, and learn how to come together and make a change over these things versus making everything into a fight or a protest.